What's good? And today's show is sponsored by Cuba Libre. Okay.
Yes.
Rum and Coke, very official, refreshing drink here.
Yeah, we're about to get.
And we're about to get into it more and tell you a little bit more about it. Today's show is also sponsored by Ava Maria Cigars. Okay. Make sure you go to cigarinternational.com and check them out. And of course, the show is sponsored by the Body Boutique. Go to prflagsup.com. Go cop that body.
You letting me talk?
Yeah,
man?
go ahead.
We starting it off right.
No, I'm just passing it over to you, baby.
You know, I let them rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we go check out that body, prflagsup.com. We got an array of designs, colors, all different types of styles. But through that, now we're launching this whole brand. It was birthed, and we just spreading the love. This podcast is going to be totally showing love not only to the Puerto Rican community, but also to a lot of the Latinos out here. So, unity is power.
And just so you know, Body stands for the often overlooked pinnacle of awesome.
Yes.
And you can go online and check that out. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Be awesome. Be a body.
Be awesome.
All right? Okay. So, today we got some special guests in the studio. Longtime friend of mine, manager, producer, brand ambassador. He wears many hats, and he's, there's a saying, jack of all trades but master of none, but I got to debate that because my man Dren masters everything he does. Nice. And to the right of him is an artist, very lovely young lady, Savvy Star. So we're going to get into her career also, play some of her music. But I just want to invite you guys over to the show.
Yeah. So basically, me and Val go way back, and he always, like, when he, we was talking about a lot of the stuff in the industry, and when you started popping back up in the scene, he was like, yo, that's my man. I was like, you know him? Because we know a lot of the same people in the same circle, right? Mo is one of my peoples. When we saw you in the parade, I was like, Mo, what's up? I was still waiting, Mo, so I finally got my can. So, Mo, you don't have to bring it to me, but yeah. So it was just a beautiful thing. I saw the float,
the energy,
shit looked crazy.
And the movement,
that banner looked crazy. It took up. I was like, that had to be some custom work because that took like the whole float. That's a fact. And they had to cut it. I do print it, so that's a custom cut. Yeah. So it looked official, and we just wanted to let our listeners know, like, we promote Boricua business, so we wanted to know who you are, where you guys, how y'all came up with this concept, and then where y'all taking it.
All right. Basically, Cuba Libre is rum and cola in the can. You know what I'm saying? It's my partner Monkey. He's the CEO, president of the whole brand, the whole company, the whole situation, and we've been doing it for about 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I was gone for a little minute, and I came home. You know what I mean? Got into the whole situation with him, and right now we got distribution through Anheuser-Busch, which is huge.
That's awesome, bro.
It's huge.
That's really huge.
It's a big.
You know what I'm saying? So right now we're doing a lot of promo, we're doing a lot of marketing, we're getting the brand out there.
Latino-owned businesses, man. Yes. Let's give that
a
hand. Latino-owned businesses, man. Let's go. Let's support each other.
Again, we did the Puerto Rican parade. You know what I'm saying? We had the float, and you got to go hard to go home, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
We went there. We had our float. Y'all had y'all float. We was on the same block. It's crazy.
PR flags up, baby. We lock it down. We shut it down. And
this is our 16th year that we're going into doing it with them. Fire. We did it. Like, I was in the music industry too. I had the I Records. I had a bunch of artists. I road managed and managed AG, Showbiz and AG.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my brother.
Family.
Absolutely. So but I stepped away from the music business because there was a lot. It was kind of like a money pit. I lost a lot of money there.
It still is, bro.
It still is,
Shit
you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like different, but I like the way you guys are doing it because even if you dip into the music, you can still know how to
cross promotion.
Because you can use the marketing of this to bring some artists along. You know what I mean?
So that's it's funny you say that. That's another reason why I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing music for years. I did radio.
We're gonna get into it.
The label thing and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all the same situation, the same network, and the same people. We got to rub elbows with the same dudes.
Exactly.
We coming
from the same cutthroats.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we coming from a whole different avenue, though.
Yeah.
So
right.
When we bring this in the picture,
who's gonna deny it?
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna deny it. You know what I mean? You're not just trying to.
So there's a lot of similarities in the people, but what have you saw that you experienced so far that's different than music? because this is now we're hitting in another world, right? We're dealing with advertisement, like corporate advertisement.
Yeah.
You're dealing with different type of people now. You're getting into that upper echelon of corporate shit, right?
Yeah.
So what have you what's the pros and cons that you have hit?
I think everything with it so far has been dope because it's a liquor brand and we coming from this avenue. Like the doors are way easier to bust down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we coming through like a machine. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like there's a lot of people doing a lot of events and people are always looking for sponsorship
Right.
and things like that. So it's like when we do this, it's a no brainer.
Right.
You know what I'm
Who's
saying?
gonna
Like,
deny a sponsor?
Who's gonna deny it?
A liquor
and
sponsor.
then is rum and cola in the can. So it's like once you crack it and you fuck with like it's just like yo these
Right.
guys, hold on a second, what are y'all doing? Like how do y'all? You know what I'm saying? So it's dope because we the first ones to do it.
Yeah.
There's mad liquor. Don't get it twisted.
Definitely.
You could buy. I mean, you go to a bar and you buy rum and you could buy this at the bar. But the point of this is that when you at a venue, you at an event, you want a flight, you want a hotel, you want a casino. You ain't got to order none of that. This shit, it already comes
It's already
prepackaged.
done
Right.
up. You crack it.
Yeah.
After you 1, 2, 3, it's over for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's over.
I'm drinking this
Strong.
tonight with my cigars.
So
I'm taking
then-
2
so
or 3
the-
cans with the
What
cigars.
I'm into marketing,
Yeah,
bro.
baby.
So I already see this. Like I could be taking a flight and say, "Yo, I want a Cuba Libre can."
Exactly.
In flight. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's
Those
our-
are like the deep.
Yeah, so
accounts there.
that's our target market where a lot of stadiums and things like that you can't have glass. Everything has to be in the can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like when we come with this, like they got the typical beers and things like that.
Right.
But you can't get this anywhere.
No.
You got to order it. The bartender got to make it for you.
Make it for
It
you,
comes in a
yeah.
glass. You're gonna
Right.
spill it. You know what I'm saying? If you in a Yankee game, or again, you're taking a flight.
Very
Open
smart.
it.
So, question: who came up with that concept?
Monkey.
Monkey?
Yeah, he's a
What?
genius.
Damn, we should have had him over here.
We'll
We
bring
get
him
him one
we'll
day.
come back
I
up.
got him on the next
Yeah.
one.
You'll come
Okay.
back up.
So he just came up with this idea.
He
Like,
came
did
up,
he ever explain like
we
how did
from
I?
the streets, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all came.
You
from the
eliminated
streets.
the process
So
of the
it's
bartender.
like, that whole street mentality is like, yo, how we gonna make this legit, bro? Because we don't know how
Right.
to hustle. We know how to get money.
That's
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we get older, bro. We don't want to keep looking back and doing the street thing like that. So it's like, yo, you take the street hustle, put it in a can, and make it legit. Is a win-win, bro.
Yeah, that's what's
It's,
up.
it's a
man.
no-brainer. So
We
it's like,
definitely encourage that, encourage and support this all Latino
Entrepreneurship.
businesses.
Yeah.
Definitely, because we all
Connect the
I've been in the
dots.
streets. Trust me, bro. There's just no. There's a dead end there. It's nowhere.
Yeah,
there's
there's no-
nowhere.
again.
Nobody that I know had ever prospered
win.
beyond those ages and come out and say. There's few that I know that have put their money to work, and they're very few, man.
Yeah.
Very few.
So this is the movement right now. Like,
Yeah, this is the future.
Yeah.
Cuba Libre is the future, and we're going to, we're going to do some cross promo and marketing.
all
man.
day, man.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Audi
no
and,
doubt.
and
Family
PR
is
flags
love,
up
man.
in
We'll
the whole
sponsor
team.
every show, whatever
Yeah.
y'all doing here. We want to have. We did Drink Champs before Drink Champs.
Like
You know
it.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like he know what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like when y'all doing this and we doing this, like it's a no-brainer, man. We
let's
just
go
come
together.
No
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? We come together and we form like Voltron. It's
Yeah.
nothing, man. It's y'all
Yeah,
family.
Boricuas did that rum and coke, bro. That's like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
All
it's
day.
it's cool because it's like a lot of people always think like, oh, y'all didn't like. You ever seen the movie was it Genius Man? I forgot the movie with the guy that invented the delay on the window wipers, right?
Okay.
So they took the concept from him. Ford, all these companies.
Yeah.
You got to see this movie. So I'm into movies like this. So
Okay.
he fought all his for 20 plus years, and in the trial they all say, yeah, but you didn't invent the diodes or the whatever the electronic
switch or
stuff, right?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He said,
Because
yeah, but
everything
if
has to be patent.
if I write a book, I didn't invent the words either, but I wrote that book.
That's real.
You know, and he was awarded, and then every company had to pay him, bro,
That's a
for
fact.
that license.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And it's crazy. So yeah, there's rum and coke.
Listen.
Since the beginning of time, but you guys put it in
These
the can.
big corporate companies, they all capitalize off of ideas that come from the hood.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
they're always looking for talent in the hood, because they know in the hood is where the talent sparks, because people are fighting out of desperation. Everybody wants to come out of the hood. So whatever your talent, whether you got a good jump shot, whether you're a singer, rapper, artist, whatever, the boxer, whatever it is, that's where the talent comes from. It don't come from Beverly Hills.
Absolutely.
Because they're not hungry. They don't know what it is
Right.
not to be hungry. They don't know what it is not to want to progress. So that's why we got to take back our businesses. We got to take back. We got to. The main thing is unity and supporting one another, because
and owning our stuff.
Owning our stuff, because you're starting to see it within all the other races. You know what I mean? They're coming together. Oh, I'm a billionaire. They're putting it together. Latino-owned business. Let's get together. The majority, like the world, is mostly Latinos. Yeah, you know what I mean? And so we got my man Sano used to always say, we got the, rest in peace, used to always say, the Latino buying power is the biggest buying power in the world. Absolutely. Let's support each other. Let's put our own kids through college instead of putting everybody else's kids through college. All these other races. Let's buy our own buildings instead of living in somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
we
it
got
is.
over more than $500 million purchasing power.
Yeah.
And if we could tap into that to buy for our own people, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying?
We're seeing a lot of progress with Bordy. Like online, the sales are crazy. We're doing a lot of sales.
It always, man.
We
always
stepping
had
it up.
Our weight up, man. We always had our weight up, man. It's just like we just got to sit together and just move like this.
Yeah.
You know
So I want to get into a little bit. I'm glad we spoke about the new product, but I want to get into a little bit about your history. Okay. For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? People who've been in the game a long time know your history, know the things that you've been involved with and everything. But for those who don't, for the new listeners who are saying, well, who's this cat or whatever like that, I'm going to introduce a little bit and then you take it on there. I met Dren maybe 20 years ago. Wow. All right. He was doing independent radio show, 91.9 FM, which was the only independent, pirate radio show at the time. You know what I mean? And they had the airwaves on fire. They were competing against the big majors, Hot 97 and all that. They were on television and all of that. So it was a big, there was actually a commercial. I'm going to see if later on we can link the commercial or whatever. There was actually not a commercial, but an interview on, I think it was Fox News or WPIX.
Channel 9 News.
Channel 9 News, where they actually went to the studio, went to Dren's house, and was seeing how they did it. So from then, Dren moved on to managing artists. Tell us about some of the history, some of the artists you managed, and the things that you've been involved with to let the people know in the music game.
I did the management thing for a while. I mean, a lot of people know Cuban Link. He was part of Terror Squad, the whole Pun, Fat Joe movement situation. And, through that, I just been.
You were doing something with Ghostface at one time too, also.
I tour managed Ghostface Killer. We did a lot of tours, a lot of shows. You know what I'm saying? Rip ran the whole states. You know what I'm saying?
J Love.
You know what I'm saying? Another one of my artists, DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Were you involved with True Life for a while too?
I did the whole True Life project. You know what I'm saying? We did it. Again, like it was. It's crazy because you got to remind me of these things. I remember. So I got so many names and situations.
Don Pacino.
Don P. KillaArmy.
Come on. Yes, that's my man. Shout out to Don P.
PR terrorists.
And all of them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Good brothers. And
before you say, I used to intern at the cutting room, and they used to come up there.
I was there last week. That's crazy. They moved to Broadway.
They moved, yeah. They used to have I used to intern in the older studio,
one.
And bro, all love to them, but I used to get so tight when they would go up there because it was like a hurricane coming through there. I'd be like, yo, what?
KillaArmy?
The KillaArmy, man. And I was like, yo, I was always cool with them, but I was like, there was a couple of them that I'd be like, yo, but what's going on? Like, everything is cool. Like,
Beretta 9, it was crazy because he was the first major artist that actually signed a management agreement with me. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this game is a hustle.
Yeah, you gotta have your paperwork right.
And a lot of people are scared of paperwork. So that's what makes shit legit.
Yeah.
That paperwork.
That's what makes it business.
It makes it legit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prove yourself. They gotta prove themselves. Like, these dudes were on already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was touring. They was doing their numbers. So when Beretta 9 came to me, he was like, yo, Dren, my nigga, let's do it. Where the paperwork at? He fucked my head up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, y'all nigga, you serious? He didn't even read it. My nigga signed it. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like, that was like, yo, he sees what it is. Right. I didn't have to prove myself. I didn't have to do none of that. He already saw, yo, this nigga know how to work.
Yeah, he had his hustle. Dren always, from a young age, he had his hustle.
You know what I'm saying? Get the shit done. We getting shows. We doing this. We doing radio. We doing tours. We doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for him to do that, to me, like, I would never forget that. He was the first one to sign that shit without even reading it, bro.
Just trusted you.
Yeah.
Today, the only reason for, like, in my personal opinion, I managed artists, done a lot. The only reason people, like, don't want to sign paperwork is because they want a loophole to be able to get out.
Absolutely.
Because my thing is, And I always say that about features too. If you respect somebody enough that you want them on your record, then if they give you a number, that shouldn't be a problem because you respected him enough when there wasn't a number. You wanted him on the record, so what's the difference in the value? And I always say, if you do good business, you stay in business.
Absolutely.
So what happens is you don't burn those bridges. You can always, you establish yourself as one thing like yourself. You establish yourself in the music game. A lot of people know who you are. You got a big rep. So now you're able to come after years and say, yo, I got a new product and people are going to take you serious.
Yes.
The problem with today's people don't know what they want to be. They just want to be famous. You got people who want to be producers, actors, videographers, DJs. What are you? What my man Sano again would say, when you're everywhere, you're nowhere. Yeah. Establish yourself as one thing so that people will take you serious.
Everybody's all over the place because it's a lot easier now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
We had a hustle.
That's a
We
fact.
had to go out there with them white labels.
You know what I'm saying?
and
we had studios when studios were the real deal.
That's
bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like now,
100%.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%
now,
studio,
now you buy a laptop and a mic and you got a studio. It's fucking crazy.
I was just telling my
It's
man,
crazy.
They
my
send the
man
file
boss,
to
I
a
was just
company,
telling-
they master it for them, and then wow, you got a record.
And then now the problem is that now you have 80 million people doing the same thing
and sounding the same.
What makes you different?
Yeah, sounding
What?
the same. Whenever something is oversaturated, there's no value. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I was telling my man boss yesterday when I was for some drinks, I was listening to the music, and the DJ was playing a lot of mid 2000s, some late 90s, and people say, that the OGs over romanticize their time period, but in reality, you can hear the difference in the records, the chemistry of the records when a record is produced with the DJs and everybody in the same room
Input.
working, as opposed to fly me the beat or fly me, and then
It's not real.
You know what I'm saying?
It's watered down.
Exactly, it's
not real.
filtered.
It's watered
You know what
down.
I'm saying?
Even that, the whole DJ thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, you had to be in crates, bro. Like,
yeah,
like now-
Jeeves know about that.
Yeah,
Jeeves
like-
know about that.
That too, like DigiWax was like one of the first digital platforms.
That's right.
When they crossed over with emailing MP3s.
That's right.
To this day, I could go into my
Your
my-
account.
my
Yeah.
email, and I'm like, yo, how do you think getting these records?
Yeah,
All right.
So you know what I'm saying? Like it was funny because I was telling her like back in the days, you had to like when I used to intern at Loud RCA,
that's right.
and we had the motherfucking mail them shits out physically.
Yeah.
That's right.
To record
Remember,
pools.
Flex had the record pool, and you had to fight to get your record in the record pool.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
but you had to physically
pay somebody.
You had to physically mail out 12 inches
Yeah.
in an envelope and send them out.
yeah.
And the way technology evolved, now you got an MP3, you send the email, and the whole world gets a record.
That's right.
In a half a
Yep.
second. It's
That's
crazy.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's crazy. Like,
And that's why I
crazy
tell
email
people.
blast.
That's why I tell people, yo, at the end of the day, you got to have a marketing machine behind you, but I believe that a big record is still a big record, no matter what. At the end of the day, so if that record is tough, and it's going into those DJs' emails, they're gonna hear it. But then how you market it, like they get the record, they know it's hot. But if they see you on certain sites, if they hear about you, if your public publicity is right and everything, it creates more of a momentum to want to push the record.
That buzz.
You know what I'm saying? The problem today is a lot of DJs don't want to. They're scared to break new records, and especially when you listen to, when you listen to the radio.
They've been programmed to
Yeah,
be that.
everything is the same.
It's the same A&R concept. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back in the days, these dudes had a position where their job was to sign acts.
Yeah,
But they didn't want to make $1 million mistake, because if they signed that act and that act didn't pop,
they lost the job.
They lost their job
and their reputation.
They lost their job. So what they did, they sat there for months, years, played records, listened to records. Yo, bring your artist, play your record, play your record. They were scared to push that button. Now it's the invert. You popping, you building your own buzz, and then
Now they want to capitalize
Now
off of it.
they go find you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then try to take everything
they,
from
they,
you.
They want a beast off of your hustle. Homie,
Yeah.
I don't need you. This is
Yeah,
2020.
Oh yeah.
This is what you call DTC, direct to consumer. All
Exactly.
you got to do, if you have a, and Jeeves talks about this a lot because he sits down. He has a lot of meetings with artists. Everybody got their record, but they don't have a market. They don't want to put any marketing budgets behind it.
there's no
So you
machine
can have the
behind it.
biggest record of all time.
You still gotta
Who's
have
going to
to-
hear it?
Yeah.
If it's not being pushed out there, if you don't have your video up there, if you're not hustling, grinding, who's going to hear it? You know what
There's
I mean?
a lot of big labels now that have that you could just do one-offs and you
All
know
day.
they could
That's
come
all
to
they
you.
doing.
Yeah,
That's all they doing.
and sometimes it's good for the artist because you could position yourself to, that could be one step that take you to 10 more steps because a lot of the times these big long contracts, they put the artist in
the whole
handcuffs
360 deal.
forever.
Yeah, it's a wrap. That's
so
what they're
you
doing.
if you find a record and they believe in you, and you got enough followers and you got enough buzz, so then you sign off that one record. And then you say, listen, you got to put some money behind it. That you're not just gonna put the shit out in a digital platform.
The relationships that I have in the game,
that's important.
I cannot see somebody for 10 years, but because I could call them and they'll pick up my line because of the relationship. So always don't burn the relationship. I always tell people the relationships are the resources.
It's
you know what I mean?
Industry, bro.
Not only that, people know real because I've never been starstruck for nobody. I don't care. I was on the Cash Money Rough Rider tour with AG. We did 12 dates there, and I done popped up in rooms, and Juvenile was the biggest act on Cash Money. Wow. And it was like, yo, what's up? He was like, what's up? Whatever, like nothing. And people respect that because everybody's already starstruck. These people they don't identify with like I was told you, Party Artie. I don't know if you remember Party Artie from the Ghetto Dwellers. He passed away, but Party Artie had that knack that stars just.
They would sound loud, right?
Nah, they wasn't sounding loud. They didn't get.
Cellar Dwellers would sound loud.
No, not Ghetto Dwellers.
Ghetto Dwellers.
He had some classic battles on Smack.
Right, against Murder Mook.
He had some classic battles on Smack.
He had records with Method Man, Jay-Z, all that.
Okay.
So every time, like, these big stars was just drawn to him. Like, they would literally, like, I went into
he
Party's
had a
room,
magnetic personality.
and Juvenile's there, like, broke night with him. And I'm like, it's because he had that. He just treated them like regular. They could hang out with him. It wasn't no, and a lot of stars, that's how they flow with people. Yeah. If they feel that vibe or they think that you whatever, they keeping it moving.
Do remember today's show is sponsored by Cuba Libre, Rum and Cola.
Wait, I'm gonna take
rum and
cola.
Rum and cola.
Hold up.
It's rum and cola.
Rum and cola. Let me say it right. Let me get it right.
We gotta hear this. Hold up.
Ooh.
Hear
that? Bringing back that young MA.
You gotta take a sip.
Yeah,
too,
I will.
That's a whole case here for y'all, man.
Yeah,
Listen, we're gonna keep y'all stocked up.
Nice. All right, my turn. Hold on.
Say, hold your body.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
And I'm not fronting. It's good.
So
I'm brutally honest, bro. I would have been like, yo, this has a little aftertaste.
No, listen.
But
let's talk about. Let's get into what you're doing today with your new artist, Savvy Star. All right, Savvy Star, it's a pleasure to have you up here. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to come rock out with PR Flags Up. Okay, we got some gifts for y'all before you leave. We're going to present you guys with some gifts, take some pictures, some video. And, we're going to come out to your shows and support you. Awesome. Just let us know. I stay in the loop with you. And we talk, once a week. You know what I mean?
If we get them to come from, the woods.
It's all good. Listen, I'm in
the
New York.
Forest.
Whatever. Listen.
It's duck hunting over there.
I'm going to come on a horse. It's all good.
He's here, so you know it's real.
Yeah. You know it's real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
I travel far, too. I'm from Jersey. So
okay.
Yeah, listen, you got to go where it's...
Listen, all of us right now here are on our sleep.
That's literally. Yeah. No, I slept a lot, though. I'm not going to lie.
Like, nah.
So I got home and I was knocked out
tonight we turning up.
Bro.
We turning up tonight. We turning up. I'm gonna come check you out at Elias.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell me a little bit about how you guys first connected and what you guys are working on and what you got in the works.
We had sponsored an event. She was doing a showcase.
Okay.
And
she looks like a star.
She is a star.
She's a star.
That's why
I
her
see
name
it.
is Savvy Star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had sponsored an event, and she was at the event. You know what I'm saying? And I saw again talent speaks what's up. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? And we linked up at the event. We spoke. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it, and the rest is history.
You had that moment like Al Pacino, right? Word. They pulled me back in.
I called Dren. I said, yo, you back in?
I go through that a few times.
That's what he told me. He was like, you're gonna make me get back into it, huh?
Yeah, you see?
You know what?
Oh my God.
Again, like Cuba Libre, like you need the product first.
That's right.
Yes.
Because we could all get in it, but if you don't got that crack.
Right.
Like I'm not going back, homie. I'm not trying to create something like you gotta be that fire.
Yeah. It's gotta be worth it.
You have to be. Like it's gotta be worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? My relationships, my history, my content. Like, I can't come with no half-ass shit.
I tell people like, yo, I lost a lot of money in the music business, but more than anything, how much is 1 hour of my life worth? Word. If they told you, yo, you're gonna die tomorrow, and you was like a multi-billionaire, and they say, how much you ready to pay for 1 more hour? You give it all. So it's like all that money, all that was nothing worth than that time that I spent. You know what I'm saying? That was the part that was more valuable than anything.
Dren, you didn't come this far to just come this far.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
See what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
So,
So, like-
Sap, you know,
I'll take a sip. I'll take a sip to that.
tell us about your history in the music. How long you've been singing, and what inspired you to take it seriously?
Well, to make a long story short, like I began my whole like career modeling first,
Okay.
and then I got into dancing, and I did some choreography stuff like that.
Okay.
And, after pursuing all of that, I just came to my senses and was like, it's not fulfilling my dreams. Like, you know
Okay.
what I mean? Like my inner self like wanted music, like that. I'm passionate about music. Just my whole personality is music. So
Your spirit
and I
will
was-
always
I
tell
was
you
just
where you need to
really-
be.
Exactly. I was just like really timid, like, and I wasn't sure if like my music was good enough, and so I would write music and keep it hidden. But
So
then,
you write your own music too? Dope.
yeah,
You produce it. Go ahead.
so I started experimenting, like we were speaking about, on a laptop and a mic.
Okay.
I think they're
That's
artists, but I was my own little engineer, and I did everything myself.
That's dope.
Yeah. So then I started learning about mastering and all this other like. So now this is a different element. Like I didn't know, so I
Yeah.
started getting into the studio, and so it took me about like 2-3 years to start producing.
To build the confidence and
Exactly.
say, I'm going to take this. Okay.
Yeah, but I've been writing music since I was younger. Like since
Oh.
I was a teenager. Like I've always dreamt of being an artist. And
Okay.
Yeah.
So you love to write.
Yes, I love to
Basically.
write. Mhm.
Okay, that's a big key to this whole thing, because a lot of artists, you hear about these stories, they complain later on, oh, I didn't get this money, but you didn't write it.
I
You know, there's
know,
other
That's
people
right.
that got paid for
Right,
that
exactly.
That's
because
right.
they wrote that hit for you. So it's a key that you actually write your own music.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that because like in the beginning I was actually making my own beats, but then
Oh.
now
Producer
I
too.
Yeah, but I'm working with other producers. But now like, see, you got to get like the exclusive rights and all
Yes.
this, and I'm learning about that. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
You're learning the business
All I did was lease them and thinking,
Right.
oh, it's mine. Like no,
But they're
you're
leasing
just
it to
leasing it, and then
20
people
other
can
artists.
Take it. Exactly. So like I was trying to get the exclusive rights of like my new single Goddess, and I couldn't. It was gone. I'm like, oh, no. And now it sucks. Like, what if that song makes it? I'm gonna have to be searching for whoever has this, you know,
Right.
and then they're gonna want to sell it for like how much, you know?
So you mean you wrote the song and
Yeah,
someone
I wrote
else
the song on the beat, and now somebody bought the exclusive rights of that beat.
of the beat?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
beat,
You
not
saw-
not the song.
You-
Yeah.
Listen,
But you
we can
got
always
Dren, so
find
he's
you-
gonna find
Dren
something
is gonna
similar
always
to that.
find you
Don't
that
worry.
big
Oh,
ass-
he's gonna produce
I'm
it.
doing a rundown.
That's
early,
it.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You ain't
Early.
gotta
We need
worry.
something in this
You're good.
format.
Yeah.
Put
Right.
another twist
yeah,
to
you
it.
can always do that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
can
got
always
the
take
reference
another-
vocals,
yeah,
and
right.
Yeah.
you know what?
That's so true.
take
You know,
it
Little
from there.
Nas, his beat, he paid $60 for it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that
See,
Old
I'm
Town
telling you,
Road.
that's the
He
least.
paid $60. No,
That's
he
the-
owned it.
Oh,
He
really?
paid $60. I don't know, and he
bought it out.
He bought
Maybe
it out.
the producer sold it for so cheap.
I mean, I don't know if they broke. I don't
Well-
know the whole story, but I know it was
That's
$60.
awesome.
Did you
and
see-
look where he went with it.
$60 will get you a lease, though.
Did
Like,
you see
yeah,
the
Maybe
document-
it's lease. Maybe it's lease, but it blew up. So I know Homeboy
But
wasn't
that's
gonna
what I'm
lease it to
saying.
nobody else.
Even if it blows up, like now, whoever is making the money,
Yeah.
now they're gonna have to look for whoever has it, and then
Right.
they're just gonna pay it off. Like, give me that.
Yeah.
that
Look,
exclusive
so-
rights and
But
that.
when there's a record like that, the company deals
They'll
all
pay.
that.
They'll pay.
They'll make sure
So
that they
here-
iron all that out for
Did you
you.
see the documentary with Wu-Tang, with the guy who created the Wu-Tang logo and sold it for $400?
And then he
And
came
it's
back
a
and
worldwide.
complained. And then he's complaining now.
It's
He
like
wasn't-
they did it for
Never know.
$400,
That's
and now it's a
yeah.
worldwide
Yeah, that
brand, like
W,
multi,
bro.
probably billions.
Wow.
It has generated
But
over
you,
the
that's
20
the thing.
years.
You can't cry about that because if you're an artist, and you confident in your, I always said this to my old artists. Don't be scared of that because if you're that talented, you
Yeah,
can
you
come
can
up
do
with
it
something
again.
else.
That's a
Just
fact.
make sure
Reinvent
that now
yourself.
people know
That's
that you
why you gotta do it
created that
different
logo, so people can know. Yo, come holler at him,
Yeah,
so he
I
can
should
get that
do
logo.
I should do that. I should do that when I was running with True Life. Like he wanted to kill me, bro. I used to leak his songs, and he'd be like, "Yo, Dren, you can't do that." I said, "Nigga, make another one."
Make
Yeah.
another one.
That's how I forced your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yo, make another one. He was like, "Yo, bro, you out of control. You got to stop." I say, "Listen, I
He's
do
getting
what
you
I
hot.
do. You do what you do. Make another one."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You're
if
an
you
artist.
see now,
Yeah.
like nobody's making money off the music.
Yeah.
They're making money off the marketing
merch,
relationships,
it's all-
the merch
yeah,
and all that.
there's
So,
no- yeah.
so the music is for free. You want to give that out so people can know who you are, build you up, get that big
Yeah.
following, then bow. You come up with something, boom, sell
Leverage
this,
your
and then people buy
celebrity.
it. Exactly.
Leverage your celebrity. You got a big. You leverage your celebrity. You're gonna make your money off of the shows. You're gonna make.
The
You know what I
merch.
mean? So unless you're doing it independent and you can make a little bit, but it's not like how they were putting up the numbers back in the days.
No.
It's definitely not like how they were putting up the numbers back in the days. You were a millionaire in one day. You know what I mean?
But it's
It wa-
different now. It's more
But you
like
can
the
leverage your-
streams. You know,
yeah.
people are getting paid different ways now.
That's why the internet is a great thing. If it's used for what it's supposed to be used for, because you get to cut all of these big companies out that take advantage of you.
Like
You
said,
know,
it's
direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Direct to consumer. So what are you working on now? Any shows? What you got going on now?
Yeah,
Talk to us.
I have
You in
an
the
upcoming
studio
show.
now?
No, I have an upcoming show on March 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
At the Delancey. What is it called?
The Lancey.
Oh, the
Delancey.
Delancey. What day is that? What
March 4th.
day of the week?
I think it's a Wednesday, I believe.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna come down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come
definitely.
down.
I
You
gotta
in the
ask
building?
wife if I could come.
Yeah. You want me to ask her? No problem.
Maybe I'll bring her.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got
so at the
y'all.
Delancey,
I'll definitely give you a ticket.
that's gonna be
Alright.
big.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
gonna be big. All right, and you in the studio now recording any new material? What are you working? Any
well,
singles?
Right now, yeah, I'm working on my final product of my second album. So yeah,
Okay.
I have an existing EP right
Yeah.
now on digital platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What's the name of that?
Honey.
Honey.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And
you
what
just, like,
what was the concert for that title? Since you're a writer, I like to pick your brain.
Yeah, well, that song, it's just like the fun song on the album, but like that whole album is like more of like my past love
Yeah.
Okay.
experiences. So yeah, I
That
just
makes the
speak
best music.
from the heart. Yeah,
Right.
Like
So what inspires you as a writer? Like, you know, where do you get your inspiration from? And who are your inspirations? Like previous artists before you?
well, I love Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Ariana Grande.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone else like Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton, like
Okay.
you know. the
So is
great
it R?
ones.
Is it R&B? What's-
Yeah, it's
okay.
R&B pop, like a mix
Okay.
of
Do you do
guys-
any Spanish?
No.
Okay. Don't worry.
And why is
But I
that?
It's a
can,
big.
but
It's
I
a, listen.
can,
It's a
I
big
can.
market.
That's the
No,
market,
I
girl.
Now you hear all these records, right? Meek Mill, and I'm like
Yeah.
everybody's, because they understand the buying power of the
Yeah.
Latin market.
Yes.
You speak
I
Spanish
speak-
well?
Yeah, I do speak
Okay,
There you
so
go, so.
that's just
It's
a
just because I didn't grow up like
Right.
It's all right.
I was born and raised here.
That's
so-
what PR Flags is about, connecting the bridge
Right.
between the
Yeah,
people who were
right.
born here and back in the old country, so
And
you
like-
don't lose your heritage.
because one of the
Exactly.
obstacles that I encountered when I was doing this with the Av Records, and I had a group called 950 Plus, Mirror Image. There were the twin girls that sang. They were amazing. It was like we were doing. I mean, this is we were doing black music, so it just didn't really like
Didn't fit there,
or we wasn't really well received, even though these girls would blow people out the
Yeah,
frame. They sang in Shea Stadium. They sang for the mayor twice. Like then a lot of stuff, and the guys were like straight up hip hop. They were very talented, but it was like we couldn't get love on the other side like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
because it was like oh
That
who
is
are
what
y'all,
a lot
you
of
know?
people say it's
And that's
like a
something that we're
risk
gonna have to do
Yeah.
a show on too,
Yeah.
because I feel there's always been many biases to that. Even though now with the internet, 10 years forward, it does kind of like even that out
Yeah,
a little bit.
that's what I love.
Right.
But know where your power is,
Yeah.
girl, because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you put that Latin swing, they're all coming to us.
Yeah.
They're all coming to
They're,
the
now
reggaeton.
now the
Right
music
now,
game is
Yeah.
crossing
The
over
way-
Well,
into
thanks
the
for
Latin.
that idea. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll start writing
Yeah,
some
the
stuff.
way-
Yeah,
The
you could
wave is
Spanglish
crazy.
it too. You know, it's like
Definitely,
people
yeah.
gonna identify more with that,
sure,
and
yeah.
you get your core audience.
Yeah.
And when they're following you, then you could take them anywhere.
That's right.
You take them to the
You'll
English
get
side.
like another fan base type.
The-
like,
yeah, whole other world.
So the thing is, like, people do concerts in New York. Mark Anthony does stadiums in Brazil.
Yes.
Wow.
That's the difference. He sits down with the president of these countries. That's the
That's
difference.
crazy,
So
yeah.
it's like don't. I always tell people, don't keep yourself in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's so much more you can transcend
Yeah.
and surpass. You can be bigger. Like forget about it. There's no limit. Like No Limit Records.
Exactly.
There's no limit.
Right.
Sometimes we're just caught up and used to our local surroundings, or everybody wants to make it in New York. That's dope. But out of this country's where, and Jeeves could testify that because he DJs all over the world.
That's where it's
So
at,
that's
yeah.
where it's at, man. You know what I'm saying?
I say,
Like
listen, I say the thing. I say
big
the
money.
same
You
thing
be
all
on the
time.
jets like Dren. I'm jumping on the jet with you.
Oh, yeah, I did see
I
that
saw
picture.
I'm
Yeah,
jumping
yeah.
on
I
the
was
jet
like,
next
yo,
time. Next
what
time
was
you
that,
on the
30
jet.
bands for that flight?
Yeah.
That nigga
Next-
Ronan was like, yo, my nigga, you taking jets to
Yeah,
Miami?
yeah.
It's like a
man.
little 30 bands for a flight in that jet.
Something light.
I
Yo,
better get
I carry some bags, bro.
better
I'm
get a
coming
text.
through. I carry a bag.
It's only right.
I'm like,
It's
y'all with
only
my
right,
niggas
though.
right here. I
Listen.
carry some of these cool when I leave with it with me.
Listen, life is short, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta go
Nah,
hard,
that's
you know what I'm
yo.
saying?
You
gotta go
deserve
hard.
it, man.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
You know, I was gone for a
That's
good
right.
minute.
Yeah.
So like coming home, living my best life. I'm dope.
Yes.
Got a dope artist now. Like
Yeah.
I'm good to see.
everything is lining up the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
But naturally though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not forced.
Yeah.
Not running
Organic,
around going
organic.
crazy. Mad organic. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of times you got to get rid of the extra baggage in order to,
Absolutely.
to get to it.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, life will bring you that way. Life will draw you. You got to be wise enough to see when it's coming, though, because a lot of times we're so caught up in other things, we don't actually see when the opportunity's coming.
Wow.
So you got to be in tune. Like you said, I saw something and I knew, boom, because a lot of times we get pulled to the right, pulled to the left, and we miss. And it only comes around a few times. Your opportunity for success is only going to come around a few times. So you got to jump on it.
Like he knows we've been through so much with this music stuff and all the other things that have gone on, that I got a phrase. It's called beware who you bring into your circle, because they might turn it into a square.
You have to keep.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's
Like
very right
they
now.
come in and they act like they're saying, and then they want to have their own hidden
You have to
agendas,
keep it
and it's crazier
small.
now.
And what determines that is just life situations
And
Like,
experiences.
when you experiences, like, you know what I'm saying, like with this brand, like me and Monkey, like we know between us, him, you, like we know everybody. Look, Mo,
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But we all play our position.
That's right.
And our unit is so tight and so
Nice.
small, bro. That's how you have to keep it.
You have to.
And just move.
You have
You
to.
know what I'm
I straight up ask people like, yo, what's your purpose?
That's
what
why
are you here for?
I'm gonna keep it a
Straight
thousand
up.
with you. That's why I fell back from the music, because you get caught up.
That's right.
Yeah.
You get caught up, the tours, the this, the groupies, the niggas.
Yeah.
It gets out of control.
It becomes a hangout
Yeah.
instead of business.
And I'm not on that type of time no more.
And another thing with that is that it's just to keep it a buck. I took a step back from that. I'm always dibbling that, but there's so much fakeness in that game that you don't even want to be. You don't even want to be
bro.
around it. It's like it's so much fakeness in that game. Is when you find
You
a
haven't
real one,
taken
like
another sip though.
listen, when you find a real one,
Good.
hold up.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So when you find a real one, you know what I mean? Like real people connect. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be the owl. You got to be able to see through the darkness, because it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in the game. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
Even after I stopped the music thing, like there's been a few artists that piqued my interest, like really talented, that I was like, I felt like that too. But I just give them a trial run, and I'll be like, whatever.
you see them.
And then you guys failed, and then I just kept it moving. It didn't affect me.
bro.
It's not gonna affect me this time. You
So
know?
Savvy, we don't want to discourage you because
We don't.
you're in a different lane because you with Dren. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna have to go through all those hurdles because you got somebody who went through it already who
Trust me,
could
I already
see it.
know like
So-
all the loopholes like of how to make it in this business, and that's what
Especially
we were
as a
discussing.
especially as a pretty young woman, you know what I mean? There's a lot of snakes and there's a lot of
Yes,
people
that's
who will
what we
promise
always
you
talk
things
about.
that won't,
Exactly.
but they will respect you different when you walk in with somebody solid.
Yes.
It's a whole different respect.
Trust me.
That's
when I say-
Even with him present, they're gonna test you.
Yeah.
I've had my artists, the girls, I had them recording, and they come out and they say, "This motherfucker's talking in my ear,
Oh my
in the
God,
headphone,"
Stop it.
and I'm like, "Yo, dude, what's up?
That's
Like, we here to
crazy.
record. Like, what's going on, bro?
Oh my
Like, for real?
God.
No, it gets crazy, man.
Yeah,
It gets
I'm
crazy.
telling you, that's what I was talking about. Like all the things I've been through, like going to studio after studio and getting taken advantage of, like music wise. Like I wasn't getting like all my
'Cause you didn't have-
sessions. I didn't know what I was, owed. He's like, you're bugging out. Like
You got
need
that
to
pit
go-
bull
Yeah.
now that's gonna
Yeah.
be like, yo,
Yo,
you're gonna get
yo,
bit.
Yeah.
Yo, listen to me. We went through this last week. We went through, you know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
I brought her the platinum sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? My people's running the situation over there. And the aura was different. Like, there was a situation. Like, homeboy was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, like
She came in here with the machine now. Like,
That's right.
Homie, like, nigga, you's an intern, homie.
Yeah.
Like,
Sit down, relax, take a seat.
play your position.
But the whole aura, the whole vibe, like this.
That's right.
Completely changed.
Yeah.
You're serious.
The
now.
whole respect factor,
Yeah.
like, yo, she walked in with this nigga, like, we not doing that.
It's like
Yeah.
you gotta come
Playtime is
different
over,
now.
homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
sit the fuck down, do what you, and we out.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
That's what's
all
up,
of this,
bro.
all of this other shit waits inside.
All that extra shit that
we
y'all
not doing
doing
it.
is
We're not
crazy.
into that. We on a whole different type of time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Like you said, nigga, time is money, and you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ripping and running, late nights, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Look, we here now, like we
Yeah.
broke night, nigga, ripping and running,
I know.
doing what we gotta do, but it's a team. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I told her before. like,
Teamwork makes your dream work.
you need a team. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could do this alone. Like, you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Nobody.
You see people winning Grammys and you see all these things going on, but nobody sees the team and the machine behind the artist.
Behind
and
the
they
work.
just see the artist.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like all of that plays a major role into becoming who you are.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And
They don't see those late nights in
They
the
don't.
studio.
Yeah.
They don't see the sacrifices you make away from your family on tour. They don't see all of
they
that.
don't
You know what I'm
see
saying? Everybody wants to be part of the finished product. And I always look for people who want to be part of the process. You know what I'm saying? I want to eat with the same people I starve with. And that's it.
Let me ask you something. I might go off topic here, but this is part of the whole going back to what we doing this. your history, what do you feel about Latinos in hip hop?
Latinos, man, that's I could go on forever. I'm gonna try to keep it not short, but
Right.
that shit gets me pissed off, bro.
Right.
Don't be politically correct. Go in.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about nobody on here.
I mean, I'm looking at Pun.
For real,
Like,
yeah.
He was the illest, bro.
Illest.
And the things that we went through, touring with him, being in the studios, running with the squad, touring, like everything, and it's like, yo, they thought he was black in the beginning. When he was on them records, they couldn't believe he was a 400-pound Latino violating. Until they saw the videos and shit started leaking out. But they thought he was black first, bro.
I was there the night he got discovered by Fat. Hot 97 had an open mic everywhere. Who's this guy?
It goes deeper than that.
It goes all right. So he was there. I was there. I was in the street popping bottles. And he was there performing.
My team, street dudes back in the days.
Okay.
They financed everything.
Oh, okay.
The whole FJ.
So you see, there was other
Listen
shit
to me,
behind
bro.
it.
It gets deeper than that. The whole FJ 560 thing, the whole TS, all of that. Like,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was that was already politicked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But without getting into too much detail, like even for him, he had to come in this game and violate.
Yeah.
And that's why they respected him, because it's like, yo, but look, after him, it was like, it's still a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like even, you know, the whole Joe situation. Joe never did the numbers that Pun did.
That's right.
But, like, we had to be disrespectful back in the days, bro.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers wasn't respecting the movement.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why we got to take it there for y'all niggas to fuck with us and respect us?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, he broke down barriers for us. He made it easy, but then he set that bar so high.
Yeah.
It's like Eminem. Like, if you a white boy coming into this game, once you set that bar, it's going to be hard for the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel that when he started messing with Pun, you know, because I'm not personal with none of them, right? So I'm looking from a fan perspective and love of hip hop. Fat Joe, I give him so much credit because he, like you say, before Pun, he had to like be relevant, and he straight up from the street. You know, he got street dudes behind him. He had to earn that respect, and some people would like, you know, joking, oh, he's not that lyrical, but he's down with digging in the crates. And so he earned that.
He put that
and
work
then Big Pun came along. And I think when he went through that transition with Big Pun, I think he learned the ingredients.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because when Big Pun was then gone, people thought Fat Joe was whatever, but he already had that ingredient.
Yeah.
He already had
And
the
then
DNA.
he started coming out with those songs with Ashanti. Yeah. They were big records. Then he went to
he
went
kept
from
it underground.
He went from underground to 106 in Park right there, and there was a big jump from a perspective of that. You know,
See, Pun,
Well, he was always a good businessman, though. You had to give him the difference
you
between him and a lot of artists. Like, it doesn't matter how much talent you got, the business behind it, your business. So you had to give him that. He was always a good businessman, so he was able to leverage that and bring it to the game.
Again, you need the product because he always had the relationships. He always had that rapport. He knew everybody, like you said. DITC, he put that work in. Nobody could ever take away his work. I think it's savage.
right?
But when he came with Pun, it was like, yo, hold on.
It was like somebody like
you
crazy.
need that
crossed
product.
over.
You need that product. And Pun was on street. He did that one commercial record.
Right.
Don't want to be a player.
You see, let's go back what I was saying, right?
And then when you played the album, it was straight hood shit.
Straight hood shit.
Because he's going to tell you in a second.
Mob Deep.
Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a
Black Thought. Mob Deep.
I'm going to do
like,
that one radio record.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get, and he bodied everybody. Everybody.
So that's kind of what I was bringing to you, right? So you could have that one Latin song and then your record, and then everybody's going to follow you.
Exactly.
To everything
then
that you
it's
are.
kind of like what I do with my album. Like, I have a mix of like R&B or like something that's kind of EDM mixed with
Right.
pop.
Okay.
And then I have ones that are like very like melodic or like that
Neo
has like
soul?
a guitar like or soulful or something.
Okay.
And then it's like different. So you'll see different like versatile like sides of me.
Let me ask you something. What's the biggest crowd you performed in front of
Biggest crowd
so far?
Well,
You could be honest, you don't have to,
that
you know,
show.
we-
It was a small, it
Okay.
was a small venue. It was like about how many heads were there? Like, do you remember?
She just started doing shows.
She just started doing some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, you're going to be booked a lot. You're
So
gonna be
just
booked a lot.
remember I told you this. You're gonna one day walk on a stage and see like 10,000 people.
See, but I want that.
No, I didn't say you don't want that, but you're gonna have a feeling of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's gonna come a feeling with
okay,
that because I seen it for my artists, and it was just me just being in the background. I was just like, wow, this is crazy. This is something else.
I was actually on stage when we went to that concert. Remember with Shanti? I was on the stage.
Oh yeah, so I was watching
and
you.
I saw the whole like arena. I was like, oh my god, this is
just
amazing. Like
crazy.
I want to be
I've
on
been-
this stage. Like
it's-
this
yeah.
can feel,
There's a reason why I'm
so
like
different.
again I'm bringing her around. Like I took her to the Loud 25-year anniversary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I've been watching your gram, and I'll be
Bro.
like, damn, I wish I was there,
I'm
bro.
listen to me, bro.
'Cause
I'm
I love those
smoking-
type of things,
I'm
man.
smoking the streets up, bro. And
Yeah.
it's like again, you need that product. So like now that I have her, she's a brand too.
Right.
So introducing her to like the bigger venues and the bigger situations, you know what I'm saying, and moving and hustling and busting and like, yo, Dren, what up, boom, boom, boom.
I always
Because
say
at the end, that's where we want to go.
We could create our own venue. We got the power. We
Trust
could create
the
our
work
own
you put
venue,
in.
our own crowd up in there. Trust me.
trust the work you put in. Just keep
Yeah,
working and trust the work that you put in. And
exactly.
the law of attraction is real.
Taking
As
it
long
day
as
by
you
day.
keeping focused and you working towards the goal and not getting diverted.
Yeah.
Again, when you're everywhere, you nowhere. Stay focused on what you're doing. You'll just, like you see, you were at a certain place, a certain time you met him. He was at a certain place. So, like I said, it'll attract itself.
You have to grow.
Yeah,
as
it'll
an
The
attract
artist.
dots
yourself.
always
Trust the work
connect,
that you
man.
put in.
Always,
Exactly.
always go with what you feel. If you feel a creep, you're gonna feel it.
So
It could be a woman creep. It could be a male creep.
Yeah.
It could be an older
Exactly,
creep,
yeah.
younger creep. You're gonna feel that your body's gonna tell you like, yo, this
No,
this
I
person's
definitely
a creep.
do. I can
You
feel.
know, yeah, women, y'all got that. We gotta learn the hard way. We like, yo, yeah, we hanging out, whatever. Oh, this nigga turned into a creep.
let's
You know what I'm saying?
let everybody know your social media so so they can follow
Like
you.
my personal is Dren Star on the gram, and then the Cuba Libre is Cuba Libre _US. You know what I'm saying?
Give everybody your socials.
And mine is savvy_star. That's SAVVY_STARRXX.
All right.
Before we leave, can we hear a little something?
Uh-oh.
A little acapella.
That's right.
It don't gotta be long.
I know.
Just because I hear
Little
your voice,
Acapulco?
I like
Acapella
where
Acapulco?
your
Which
tone
songs
is
you
at.
guys want to hear? Like,
Anything,
is it-
anything. We just want
Your
our
favorite
listeners-
one.
We're
You
gonna
can do a
blow
cover.
this
You
up.
could do a cover. And also, when you finish, introduce your record. He's gonna send us a record, and we're gonna play it at the end of the show.
Let me see. How does Honey start? Tell me that you wanna be my baby. You know that I've been waiting for a long, long time. Tell me that you wanna be my baby.
Okay.
We're gonna get on
Got
the
a little,
Flags
a
EP.
little,
I'm
like
gonna
that
holla
song
at you.
"Honey" from Mariah, right?
See,
A little
She
something
got-
there.
She, I told her in the beginning. I said, "Yo,
She's got that.
for you to be compared to Mariah Carey is huge.
Huge.
And again, it's a high bar.
I hear it.
Yeah.
It's a very high bar.
Right.
So when people can make that connection,
Right.
it's go time.
You do vocal lessons?
Well, right now I'm just like really tired.
You don't?
You're lucky that I. even
No,
did that
I'm not. No, I don't. No, I didn't say.
Well, you want to learn how to sing?
Yeah,
You sounded
Dave wants
good.
to learn
I
how to
just-
sing.
I'm
No,
just
I
giving
don't
you
do-
some
I
of my
don't-
experience.
Yeah, I don't do vocal lessons.
My advice
I
is
do warm ups and stuff.
it could be
before.
anybody. It could be Mariah. Always do some vocal
Yeah,
lessons.
no, definitely. You
Because
have to
when
warm up
you're gonna sing
before.
from
Yeah,
here,
I know.
not from here,
I know.
and it's gonna your voice will explode
Yeah,
even more.
I
It becomes
know.
easier. You master because even musicians they gotta practice their instrument all the time. If they don't, they're
Yeah.
gonna lose some of it. They gotta get back in it. Your voice is your
Exactly,
instrument.
I know.
So always have it in tune. And I'm not saying because right now
Yeah,
you sounding
yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay.
I'm talking about because I dealt with like female
Yeah.
artists that sing, and I know about that. I saw the difference when they
I
took
know,
the
yeah.
lessons and then they came back a year later. I was
It's
like,
all
these are the
really
same
about
girls.
energy too.
That's
Like,
right.
you have to have energy. Like, if your body is weak, you can't.
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter how. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's early in the afternoon and all that.
I had when I was.
After a couple of Cuba Libres, you be loosening up and you be like,
This Cuba it's Superman juice right here, right? Again, you drink
know?
some of this and forget it. You return to another person.
You gonna sing now?
Before you go, I'm gonna talk. That's what I do. Before you go, though, tell us a little bit about the movement that you got going on with the boxers and the man, all of that.
Okay, yeah, we got Edgar Berlanga. Like right
Yeah.
now, he's
Okay.
13-0 all first round knockouts.
he's a beast, man.
Savage.
Beast.
You know what I'm saying?
I met him in the parade. Whew.
He had a flow too on the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
All our floats is on the
All
same.
the,
line.
same
you
block.
see how that happens?
Yeah,
though?
They're
that's
part of
how
the
it is.
privilege crew. That whole
Yeah, the whole
privilege
privilege
crew.
yeah. lounge, right?
Like it was crazy. Like that day, your flow was on the block,
Yeah.
our flow was on the block.
Latin
his flow-
power, baby.
Yo, like we
Latin
moving,
power.
bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's
like,
the way it is, man.
He's you know, we have him, and we have another boxer that we're in the talks with right now.
Okay.
And you
So
know,
are you on the management side, a promotion side with them? What are you guys doing with them? Because I see you moving
Promo.
with them.
Promo.
Okay, promo.
Yeah,
okay.
promo.
Okay.
They
You
should
just
be-
did the garden recently, right?
We did the garden. You know what I'm saying? They're promoting the brand. He wears the brand at his
see
fights. You know what I'm saying?
We need to get back on the same block if y'all doing it this year.
Yeah,
and I PR Flags Up is we in talks to be in the actual social media for the parade.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fire.
So we going in deep. We going in
yeah.
deep, bro.
Yeah, we got a lot of clients.
We got a
So-
lot of clients and stuff. So
That's
we
fire.
going in deep.
You know what's good about it? Like, I know we probably out of time.
Nah, we not out of
Oh,
time.
good.
This
Okay.
is
We just don't want to
our
overkeep
time.
you. But if you want to rock, you can rock.
But again, like our movement, all of us,
Yeah.
you, him, me, her, like when I look at that day at the parade, even that, like I showed up late, you was
Yeah.
there, yo, Dren, the band.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Yo, that's how it's supposed to be.
It's
bro.
supposed to
Yeah.
be like that.
And then usually it's like 80 dudes on one float. You understand what we did? We all had our own
Yeah.
float, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That people don't understand what it takes to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like $6,000 for us.
homie.
Like I gotta raise every year.
And we pump.
I'm about to start that GoFundMe too. So get ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we on Fifth Avenue and the whole world is watching.
watching.
That is the biggest parade.
Just
You know
watching.
what I'm saying?
I
So,
would
like,
never be outside of the parade no
listen
more.
to me, bro. Like, it was a movie.
Yes,
And
it
then-
was.
And again, you see everybody that's together moving in unison as
Unity.
one. We not ice grilling. There's
Nah,
no beef.
that's
There's none
crazy.
of that. And that's big for us.
Yeah,
man.
Mo took me up into the yacht flow, gave me a T-shirt. Mo's like,
That's, yo,
fam,
that's,
man.
that's my sister. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Mo
saying?
is like-
we all play our position. She's throwing motherfuckers off the floor. Dren,
Yeah,
he gotta
you see?
go.
He gotta go. Yeah,
And
I do.
I'm like,
They hate me too, cause I
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, who's this person? I don't care. She's a model.
Yeah.
She gotta get off.
yeah, but
Straight up.
they don't see what it takes to get to that point.
Yeah.
A lot of people just want to go with the ride. They wanna
Exactly.
go with the flow. They don't know what it took to get that.
You know,
I'm saying?
part of this whole thing is promoting unity in Boricuas. You know, we say Boricuas first because I feel like as Puerto Ricans, we so divided.
Yeah.
You know, we have to unite before we can sit at the table with all the rest of the Latinos. Wow. And that's part of this whole thing. And one of the most beautiful things that I have ever witnessed is coming down Fifth Avenue is I feel like I've done it for 16 years. So it's like, it never gets old.
Yeah.
I come down and I see all these people waving these flags, and I'm like, I wish this unity could withstand for the rest of the year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Not just this one day.
Not just this one day. So, like, I've even had my cousins from Bayamon come down, and whenever somebody family come, I'm like, come with us. Yeah. And he's from Puerto Rico, and he was like, yo, I never seen so many Puerto Ricans in one place. Wow. And I said, this is what it's about, because it's not only about y'all, because y'all from Puerto Rico. We carrying these cultures on the outside of the world, outside of y'all world. And there's got to be unity, because you go over there, they say, oh, you're a Yankee from over there. They come over here, they be like, tú eres un hick, vete para atrás. You know what I'm saying? And that's got to stop, because that's the division right now. Who's fighting for Puerto Rico independence is the ones outside that are American over here. Mm-hmm. We're fighting for them. We're fighting against the debt. We're fighting for a lot of stuff. So it's like that unity. Once we get that unity, then we can move forward as a people. All this corruption and all this shit is just like, we need to find a way to end that. And the only way it's going to end is through unity, bro.
It's crazy, and it's like PR don't get a break, bro.
It don't get a
the
break.
Hurricanes and the earthquakes, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, are you
We just send another
serious?
container, like a 40
When it
container.
settles down, we got to do a concert out there.
Yeah.
You get it popping.
Yeah.
We just send a container. We make sure that everybody saw the videos of everything getting taken out of the container over there in Penuelas. Like we you know,
there's people sending shit there, then it gets trapped off. They never. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
because the government
It's
and
crazy,
the you
man.
know, it's just a lot of hidden hands that we don't know.
The hidden hand.
There's hidden hands that are controlling shit, and it has a lot to do with the United States. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole other show.
So on behalf of PR Flags Up, we want to present you with
Yes.
the body hat.
Okay.
Keep
With
it
a body
fresh,
hat.
and we
Oh,
got
I
some
that
some
red.
shirts
I got that.
We got a
red,
shirt for
okay.
you.
That's what's up. You already
And,
from Miss Star over here. Okay.
I'm gonna get crazy with this. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you guys coming up to the show. You got any last
course.
words, you guys?
Yeah.
And you got to come up with the boxes too. Let's get
Yeah,
them
nah,
in.
we
Let's
gotta
And
go.
Monkey,
Yeah.
we gotta bring Monkey.
Bring Monkey
yeah,
too.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Because every time I see you with a picture with him, I would tell him, I know that dude from somewhere, and I didn't know that it was from the music.
Yeah.
I was like, I know
He
this.
was a
face
DJ or
was-
something back in the days,
Nah, he
right?
was
What,
never
promoter?
He was
what?
never DJ. He
He
was
was
part of the
never-
Okay.
MOB, right?
Okay.
Or something like
Yeah.
that.
He
with
was in
Cuban.
videos, wasn't he? Like,
Yeah,
he was featured in
he
videos.
was down with us with the whole Cuban link movement.
Okay.
know
So
what
I
I'm saying?
know I seen him, but I just couldn't picture it until
Yeah.
then I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
Nah, he's my
Yeah, so
partner, man.
get him
Yeah.
back, get him up here. We're gonna
His
with
family.
a couple weeks or next month, whatever.
Yeah,
we set up
whatever.
another
Y'all
show.
have
Come
our
up and
support,
let's.
man. Y'all
Yeah.
family. Like what y'all doing right now is dope. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, bro.
Like,
Thank you, man.
I support you. Look, one phone call, you're Dren with a boom boom.
It's family.
We shaking it.
Get us the sticker, man. We put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
definitely. We put the
Cuba
logo, you know
Libre
what I'm saying?
somewhere,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, like again, man. This love is love. You got support. This is my artist.
So again,
Yeah.
we
This is
appreciate
fire.
y'all. Don't forget to go out and cop that Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre.
All right. And
Absolutely.
come out to the show March 4th, is it?
March 12th.
The Lance?
I got tickets in the truck. I got
Okay.
tickets.
Follow them. And, thanks everybody for tuning in to the next show. PR Flags Up.
Peace.
Stay united.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, cool. Yo, take this.